Hello, beautiful beings. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Henry, and I welcome you to this divine, sacred space. I hope you're all doing very well. So, today I wanted to find out what is going on in your love life. Guys, listen, like today, out of all days, I've just been feeling this very intense, like deep, nostalgic, romantic energy. There's something in the collective that I just need to read up on. So I felt so called to do this reading and I just saw 111. Oh my gosh, guys. So whether you're single, taken in a situationship, or like wherever you stand in your love life, it really doesn't matter. This found you for a reason and it is for you no matter where you stand in your love life. Okay, so I want you guys to choose a group with your intuition. We have three options here. So this is group one, this is group two, and this is group three. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys choose and give you some time. And when you're ready, you can find the timestamps in the description box as well as in the comment section. Alright, hello group number one, welcome to your reading. Let's find out what it is that you guys need to hear about your love life right now. What's going on in your romantic little bubble? What's happening, okay? Listen guys, before I hit the record button, I actually heard some church bells outside. So maybe some of you are about to get married, or you really wish for a marriage in your life. I'm just taking everything as a sign, before, during, and after. I do readings. It's just all intertwined and connected, so I just thought I would mention it. And also, guys, I'm not sure if it's just for you or even the other groups as well, but I feel called to tell you as well. I heard somebody bang on a door for like 5 minutes straight, also before I started recording the reading. So I feel like somebody is trying to send you a message, and that might be a romantic interest, that might be a partner from the past. Especially in this current season, it's like, please beware of that, okay? Some past people might be trying to come back, or there's somebody new, or like anyone is just trying to send you a message very strongly. So this could resonate with you, it may not, I don't know, I just felt like mentioning it. So that's on that, but let's dive into the cards and see what needs to come through. Okay, so we're starting off your reading with the sacred journey and the intuitive communication. Guys, I love this deck so much. It's called the Gaia Oracle deck. I bought it when I went to Scotland a couple years ago, and it's just my absolute favorite. Anyway, guys, I feel like for some of you, and I'm getting this image, so I'm just gonna like try my best to describe it to you. You guys, group number one, I feel like you have been getting this urge to go on a little road trip all by yourself, or like, with your child, or like a very close person to you, or like, just a very intimate journey somewhere else. I just saw you driving through the woods to escape your like current life situation right now. And This could mean many things, you know? It could be like actually just like going on a road trip. There might be a road trip coming up for you. And also, excuse my stuffy nose. I don't know what's happening. I think it's probably because of the incense I just burned. I need to get some organic one. Anyway, so I feel like on this journey, it is extremely important for you right now, okay? And this is not something like where I'm like, okay, yeah, you should do this. No, you need to do this, and you know that you need to do it. You need to pack your bags, go on a road trip, drive somewhere, go into nature, kiss a tree, like she's doing in this beautiful card. This is a really important message for you guys right now. You guys need to see something different. Also, sorry, I just shook my camera. And you need to get out of where you are currently right now, because you need to like gain a different perspective and point of view. And the fastest way you can do that, group number one, is by going to a complete different location. Okay? Do you guys know that show Virgin River? I love that one so much. And it's about this nurse who lived in Los Angeles. And she was like, you know, fuck this, so much shit has happened. I just need to get away and work somewhere completely different. So she moved to this beautiful riverside town called Virgin River. And she's just building her beautiful life from there. And it's very like rural and like very like, I wouldn't say off grid, but like it's very small and so in tune and in touch with nature. I just see you guys in Mel, aka the nurse. This is what you need right now. And I'm also gonna say something else. You need to go on that trip because it's this is the place where two worlds are gonna meet and where destiny collides, okay? I don't know what that means, and I'm actually not gonna look into that because I think it's for you to explore and find out what it is, but you guys need to go on that road trip. And it's individual for all of you, you know? Just think about a place. Like where does your heart want to go? You need to go there. I just saw 7-7, okay? You need to go there because it's a sacred journey, just as the card says, right? Sacred journey. Life cycles, family, and transformation. I know you want to transform, so you need to do this journey, okay? And also for some of you, maybe it's not even a physical journey, although I gotta say for most of you it is. For most of you, you're being called to move somewhere else or to just travel, you know? To see a new location, because that is when things are gonna start shifting for you drastically, and there's some kind of destiny merging into yours, and something is occurring. Whether that's a person, I think it's a person. And I would go as far as to say, for some of you, and this is not everyone's message, okay? But for some of you, you may only meet your soulmate out of your current location. Does that mean that you should move now just because you should find love? Absolutely not. Live your life. Please decenter romance. It's like, honestly, like, this is truly like what I'm preaching at this point, because I think romance is so beautiful, but we need to set some boundaries with ourselves, okay? So don't take this as a sign to immediately start chasing and looking and whatever, because it will find you, I promise. It will find you. You do not have to look. But what I'm saying is that if you have a heart journey, if you have like a journey from the heart where it's like you really want to go there, you know, for me it's Scotland. I love Scotland. I know I'm going to end up there someday, but I'm not going to stress it, you know? Like, this is the energy, like, put your dreams into motion right now and actually figure out a plan how to get there. Not because you're desperate for love or like for miracles to occur, but because you just simply can no longer take life as it's currently happening. Because at this point, I feel like for a lot of you guys, you feel like life has been feeling like a comedy show just based on the crazy things that have been happening, where you're like, what the actual hell is happening? Like, I need a break. Like, and you guys know diamonds are formed under pressure, right? But at some point, we need a break and we need things to start flowing again. And I feel like you know what you need to do in order to achieve that. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna stop rambling and we're gonna pull you some tarot cards. As I said in the earlier pick a card readings, I need to put my microphone to the side because I have no microphone stand. So just bear with me. Anyway, ooh. Okay, guys, so let's find out what else you need to hear about your love life right now. What is the current energy about your love life? In your love life, what do you need to hear? Single, taken, situationship, whatever. Who's number one? Okay. What else needs to come through? Oh, wow. Okay. What else needs to come through? Ooh. Guys, this is exciting and really it's just confirming what I just told you. So I'm just gonna place these here and I'm gonna show you what I pulled for you. We have the Three of Wands here. Beautiful. Notice how she's standing on a cliff. And we have the Two of Wands here. And notice how they're standing on this like castle-like building and also like looking at the world, you know? And then we also have Justice, which to me, with this constellation, guys, I am just getting the energy. Hello, can you focus? Thank you. I am just getting the energy that you already know what you need to do because these people are not looking confused. I feel like they know what journey lies ahead of them. They just need to figure out how to use the tools to get there. But for a lot of you, you actually already know how to use the tools. It's only a matter of time till you start using them. And also for a lot of you, I feel like you're scared of going through a dark path. Oh my God. Can you guys see the ambulance? Ooh, guys, I'm getting goosebumps right now. I'm literally getting goosebumps right now. I feel like a lot of you guys are scared to venture forward with this plan because you're scared to might hurt yourself. You may also be scared like to get together with somebody or like anything new and unknown because you feel like this person might hurt you or like, you know, what if you solo travel somewhere or start a new life somewhere? What if you like have an accident or something? Like these silly little thoughts get into your head at all times when you think about pursuing this. You don't like going through a dark path in the night because you really want to see what lies ahead of you. But guess what, guys? That is an illusion. Even if you stay at home your whole life, you will never know what happens the next day. Of course, we have some baseline on what we know is going to happen, but anything could happen. Literally, guys. Like aliens could be visiting us tomorrow. Like we don't know. You could be like posting on TikTok, growing your career, and all of a sudden you go super viral. Everybody knows you, you know? Or like you could be a musician, like Chapel Roan, and you're putting out your music for millions of years before you actually blow up, right? Which is so crazy because I remember when she first released Pink Pony Club and shit, and I was so fascinated, and then years later she blew up, and it was so shocking to see. Like, I feel like we never know, okay? Is what I'm trying to say here. She did not know. She probably didn't know. I mean, she always had a dream, but she didn't know. We don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. So it doesn't matter if you stay at home or do the damn thing. Life is super uncertain, and the only constant is change. So you need to get comfortable with that and stop feeding into this illusion that staying home is going to be safe for you, because in general, you will always be safe and divinely protected, but staying at home doesn't make you more safe. That is not the truth. Anything could happen. In fact, it would even make you more miserable if all you do is stay in your comfort zone, because nothing's ever going to grow there, you know? And I promise you from experience, there were times in my life where I stayed in my comfort zone way too long, and I started getting crazy anxiety because my soul wanted to break out so desperately. And looking back, I would have rather just gone for the things I wanted to do and felt the anxiety of starting something new, rather than staying where I am, being miserable, and on top of that having anxiety. Because I promise you, if you stay in your comfort zone too long, you will also get anxiety. You will also feel some type of way. You cannot save yourself from discomfort. It's gonna come at you either way, so you might as well just live your dreams. Okay? Anyway, I'm gonna pull you guys some more cards. Also, I'm just sipping on my vanilla syrup matcha on the side. Okay, don't mind me. I need to stay caffeinated. It's always my ritual when I do readings. I need a caffeinated drink, otherwise I'm gonna be drained. Give me 1 second while I pull you guys some more. Let's find out. Group number one. Okay, well, that's fast. Group number one. Group number one. What needs to come through about their love life? About their love life. Group number one's love life. Ooh, okay. Group number one's love life. Group number one's love life. Guys, a lot of you, this is just gonna resonate with some, but a lot of you in the past, I'm just gonna show you the cards as I go. We have the Ten of Pentacles here. A lot of you guys had this really set in stone, safe, grounded family life. And for some reason that ended, okay, because I just cannot, I can't ignore this. Okay, Ten of Pentacles, the Hermit. We also have Strength here. I'm getting the energy that some of you guys actually like had this, like life in the past that used to feel very stable. And you had this job or family life, home life, this relationship that made you feel very comfortable. Also, why is my camera so bright? Are you kidding? Oh, okay. We're back to normal. You had this great source of comfort, and I'm not really seeing why that broke down. Maybe it hasn't even broken down because you just realized the importance of not depending on it. You know, maybe you realize the importance of not depending on your relationships too much. Maybe you realize that it's so important to find peace within yourself, okay, to embody this hermit energy and be comfortable within your own bubble of magic, you know? I feel like for some of you, I'm really not getting the sense for a lot of you that this comfort source is gone. It's still there, but it might be up for debate for you to decide if it's worth still having it in your life, because you're starting to realize your own inner strength, because we have the Strength card and the Knight of Wands here. You know, whatever fears or challenges will arise, you can combat and you can defeat. And that is making you realize that you actually do no longer depend on the source of comfort. Okay? Oh my god, this is like, I don't know how to describe it, guys. So I'm gonna pull you guys some more cards. I want to know what this is about. Okay. For some of you, you feel like you are just becoming an adult all over again because you're realizing so many things. Um, and you're like, whoa, I can't believe I didn't know this until now, you know? And you feel like you just went through like a second puberty or something. I am literally tearing up right now. Oh my god, this is so powerful. Are you kidding me? We have Saturn return here. Guys, Saturn return is like the strict the strict father in astrology. I mean, Saturn is the strict father, you know? He teaches you lessons, he challenges you to grow. And as I said, you just went through a second puberty. Maybe you guys are actually going through your Saturn return. Maybe you are like between the ages like, what was it, like 27 through 30 or something, like that time frame. Maybe you are, you know, that age. But you're finally learning how to balance your relationships again. I see this with this Libra card here. You guys are learning how to balance your life more and more. For a lot of you, okay, wait, I need to pull a card on this. Please stay with me because sometimes I just need some time to get the message right. Okay. Guys, listen, I wouldn't be an honest reader if I didn't tell you what is going on right now, so I just need to tell you, but it's not for everyone. This message is not for everyone, so just take what resonates. If you're in a happy, loving relationship, this message is definitely not for you, okay? But I feel like for a lot of you, you have been in this relationship that is costing you your comfort and the value of your heart. You feel like one person in this relationship has the power, and that could be you. And I'm just seeing this image of two gods and goddesses, and one of them has the power to basically pierce a stake through their heart, knowing that it's gonna hurt them. I feel like this may be you, or this may be the other person you're with. You know that there's a very hurtful dynamic here, and you know that you need to get out of it, okay? And you need to put your heart to the side and think with your head. You need to think logically and strategically. We also have Mercury retrograde, reinvention here. And I feel like, can you please focus? Come on, I want to show group number one the card. Oh, okay. I feel like with this energy, you know that you need to change things up and you need to get uncomfortable in order to get comfortable again. You know what you need to do. This is for the people who just know that their relationship dynamic is no longer working. But as I said, you know, if you're in a happy, loving relationship, or if you have like relationship anxiety or relationship OCD, this message is not for you. I'm giving out disclaimers left and right. This is just for a select few of you here. Because we also have the Chariot and the Ace of Pentacles here. And I feel like with this energy, you know that you're better off alone, and you know that you're better off starting fresh than to go back the old path of how you always used to do things, because you have matured so much, you've grown so much. Saturn has put you through so much to basically not make the same mistakes again. And I feel like maybe for some of you, you have been cursing at God these past few years because you're like, why is this happening? You know, why is like only bullshit happening or whatever? There's been lots of drama in your life. I feel like your circle is also like, I feel like right now, or like if you decide to embark on this new journey, certain people in your life are gonna gossip about you because they're like, wow, I can't believe she's doing this. Like, not necessarily in a bad way, but just a shocked way, like, ooh, you know? And you know this because you may have a circle where you always hear them talking about other people, and you're scared that you're gonna be the same, like, subject once you decide to change things. But honey, it's your life. Like, who cares if anyone talks about you? Like, I don't give a shit, you know? I always preach this so much because I live it. I do anything I want all the time. I post about it. Everyone sees it. My family members see it. My colleagues see it. My like mutuals, my even like people from high school see that. Like everyone, I am putting myself out there. I really don't care, and you should embody the same energy. So don't let this fear of people talking about you hold you back. Anyway, now listen, guys. I this has not even been too much of a romantic reading, so I'm gonna pull you guys some final cards just to find out what it is like that you can expect like romantically, because this is always like I always end up like this. I do readings like that, and then it just goes straight to the point, very direct, very clear. But anything like any other message except the one that I was kind of like basing the picker card upon. I don't know. It's so funny. Anyway, final romantic messages for you, group number one. Okay, maybe like for the singles. If you're single, who's coming in next? And how will that connect everything I just said? Okay? Guys, listen. If you are at that crossroads and you're thinking about leaving a toxic relationship, do it, because there's somebody that's going to bring you so much peace and joy and will show you how a beautiful, peaceful love and relationship feels like. Okay, clear as motherfreaking day, because we also have the card Scorpio. I transform. And this is no transformation of, you know, this is not a bloody, uncomfortable transformation, because you've already been through that. Guys, I promise you, whatever it is that you need to leave behind your life, if you're single right now, and you're working this toxic job or whatever, and you're thinking about a fresh start, you should do everything you can in your power to do that, because that is when this partner is coming into your life that will bring you peace. Okay? Peace. So they may be a Scorpio. And also what I'm getting, and this is gonna sound very like harsh, but they may find you when you're at your lowest, and you may feel like you're at your lowest right now. So don't think that you need to be all unicorns and stars when you align with the right partner. Okay, very important. I feel like they have good intentions, but they may come across as very like intimidating. So just listen to your intuition and to your heart here. Okay, don't jump into anything too fast. But also don't become like like don't become too cold. Don't become too like frozen, but be a little bit frozen. Okay? Don't be naive. Don't like jump into anything right away. Don't put your trust in one person too soon. Okay? But I think you know that. And I feel like that is exactly where this person is going to find you, and they're going to bring you peace. All right? One more card. I feel so cold. I don't know why. Give me one sec. Group number one. What else? Final card for group number one. Come on. What needs to come through? I see. Oh, okay. Guys, for a lot of you, you need to heavily protect yourself, because it may take a while for you to find that peace partner. I'm just telling you how it is, because there might be somebody before that who's gonna try you who doesn't have your best intentions at heart, and you need to walk away from that. Guys, first red flag you see, you need to walk away. I'm gonna repeat that, okay? First red flag you see, you need to walk away. This needs to be your mantra. The first red flag I see, I need to walk away. You need to walk away because you have matured. Saturn has challenged you enough. You need to walk away from the first red flag signs you see. Okay? This is not about not having patience for somebody, but knowing that you deserve much better. Okay? Set your boundaries and standards super fucking high because you don't want to put yourself through what you went through again. Okay? Very, very important. I cannot stress this enough. So you may meet somebody and they're not going to be your cup of tea and show a red flag. You need to go. Okay? I'm telling you, that person that's going to bring you peace, they're not going to have any red flags. They're not going to question you or make you like question and wonder like what their intentions are. No. I mean, a little bit, yes, because you can only know truly somebody after you spend a long time with them. But I'm telling you, if somebody's showing you red flags up front, first date, first time meeting, you need to run, okay? Because that's not going to be that person of peace that is meant for you. I'm telling you guys. Very, very important message here. So for some of you, it may be the next one that's going to bring you peace and give you a comfortable, beautiful relationship. But for a lot of you, it might be like, it's going to be like a trial and error. Okay, so just feel it out with the next people you're going to meet. Okay? Okay. Is there anything else that I need to say here or pull? Spirit, let me know. Is there anything else here? I don't think so. I think this was your reading group number 1. I'm sorry if this was very intense and heavy. It's just what came out. So I have trust that this was your group and you were meant to hear all of this, even if it made you feel like, whoa, what's happening here? It was your message. And maybe deep down you feel it, That's why you picked this group. So, if you're looking for lighter readings, check out the upcoming picker cards because there's sure going to be lots of them. But I feel it in my heart that this is what you needed to hear. And you know it too. Okay, my channel is no bullshit. I go straight to the point. So I hope you enjoyed it. If it resonated, let me know. Okay. And I love you so much. And you got this. I believe in you. And I'm really proud of you for having grown so much. And you should be proud of yourself as well. So I'm gonna go now. And I'll see you soon. Bye. Alright, hello group number 2. Welcome to your reading. So let's find out what you guys need to hear in regards to your romance life, okay? Whether you're single, taken, or in a situationship, or wherever you are on the romance spectrum. I know it's a huge one, so it's different for everyone. No matter what situation you're in, just know this found you for a reason, and you chose group number 2 for a reason. So let's find out what it is that you need to hear, okay? What juicy messages are awaiting you. By the way, guys, before I started recording, I kept singing the Hannah Montana intro. For some of you, that may be significant. I don't know, just felt like mentioning it, but let's get into this, shall we? We are starting off your reading with the card Liberation. Okay, breaking free from a negative attachment. By the way, guys, this setup isn't the best, I know, but I'm in the process of rearranging my filming space, so don't mind me, okay? It's gonna look better in in the next video. We also have the card Loss, Grief, Sadness, Resurrection. For some of you, naturally, I will mention this. For some of you, group number 2, you recently went through some kind of breakup or ending or some kind of loss. I'm also getting maybe you've got your phone stolen or something like that. There's just like some kind of like scammer energy or like thief energy. And this is actually really funny because I just had a scammer at my door for the first time in this apartment um, last weekend. And I was like, what the fuck? How did they even find me? You know? Um, and I was so shocked. So maybe I experienced this just to mention this here. Like, I'm just getting this energy. Maybe you guys, let me sit comfortably, guys. Like, I am just like, I'm on a mission to get as fucking cozy as I can, honestly. Like, anyway, okay, now I'm sitting comfortably. For some of you guys, like, I'm just getting this energy of like, something very cheap and something very like superficial, which you thought may have been the shit, but it turned out to be just shit. You know? And in the end, you were like, oh, fuck yes. Like, I'm so happy to finally, like not be with this person anymore or not be in this situation anymore. And you're like, so like you feel liberated and you feel free, like a bird. You know that one song? I'm like a bird. This is you. Like you are just like you're like a wild horse running free. But on the other side, it's like, oh fuck, like I'm grieving this person. I know they were a scammer. I know they were I don't know, a love bomber baby. I know they were like not having the best intentions towards me. You know that. You know that. Okay? And it's like, but it still hurts. And I think that's very human, guys. And I need you to I need to tell you this right now. It is so fucking human. It is so normal. So don't you dare think that you made a mistake by loving them or trying the best you can out of the situation. I feel like for some of you guys, I need to mention this because I'm seeing this may not resonate with everyone. But for some of you guys, you recently had some kind of friends with benefits situation because I'm specifically getting like there was somebody like that you were in a sexual connection with and they just turned out to be super like I just keep getting scammy, like scammer vibes. I don't know, fuckboy energy, like you know, eye roll. So group number 2, you don't deserve to be treated like this, and it was absolutely the right choice to move away. Point blank. Okay. Maybe you guys even moved, like I don't know, maybe you moved out of a toxic situation or you recently got divorced. Like I feel like this group is really for the people who decided to leave a toxic situation behind. And if that has not been a relationship or if that wasn't a relationship, group number 2, it also could have been work or friend because breakups are real, guys. Like they can be very influencing and like in a hard way. So I just feel like you left behind something where you're like, oh, I can't. And you did the right choice. I just want to let you know that because part of you feels free now. Despite the loss, you feel free. And you know that. So, with that being said, guys, I'm gonna pull you guys some tarot cards and get deeper into this. I'm gonna put you to the side. Give me 1 second while I pull the tarot cards. Alright, let's go. Group number 2. Group number 2. Let me see here if I need to come through for group number 2. I see. We have the Six of Pentacles. I'm just gonna put this here. What else do we have for group number 2? Ooh, I love that. What else do we have for group number 2? Oh, fuck yes, guys. I love this energy so much. Look at those Two of Cups just shining right through here. Okay, guys, listen. So we have the Six of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. For some of you, I'm sorry, my nose is a bit stuffy. For some of you, I'm getting that you recently started investing into your physical beauty. For some of you, this is very specific, but I'm gonna say it anyway. For some of you, you like got a nose job in your life, or like you are very like, like you got work done, maybe you got Botox or something. Like this is just for some of you. Or you're getting your hair done soon is also what I'm getting, but you are spending that coin on your appearance and it's gonna make you radiate a lot. And I mentioned this before, like in a recent, in a recent reading of mine where I was like, sometimes we go through the worst situations, but we end up transforming into the most beautiful version of ourselves. Because sometimes a breakup or an ending of some sort will trigger you to completely change everything, right? That is why the girlies who are going through breakups, after they come out of that darkness, they shine a light so bright that it could be mistaken for an angel. Okay? I've seen this so many times. Okay? I've seen this so many times. Okay? Okay? Like, the ones that get it. And I just saw 1111. So if you're currently like in the dark patch of releasing an ending, just know that soon you will start feeling fucking great about yourself and you'll be like, oh, okay, I got my hair done, I got my nails done, I got like a facial, I got like, I don't know, like Botox if you want to do that. Like, obviously, I'm not promoting anything. But I also think like if there's anything you want to do that you feel called to do, I think that's great. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. So it's different for everyone, Or like you decided to like invest into your hair care routine. I keep seeing hair change. Maybe you guys are about to change your hair or get a haircut. You're going to feel like, ooh, who is she? Who's he? Who are they? Um, this is what I'm seeing, and it's gonna like give you even more energy for a fresh start, is what I'm getting. Because you are gonna enter this new path and season in your life looking absolutely snatched. Like, snatched. Okay, I really love that energy, guys. It's beautiful. And for a lot of you, it's like you have been giving and giving and giving your whole life. And after this ending, you were like, fuck it, like I'm gonna give to myself. And now you're giving to yourself, and it's looking beautiful on you. Guys, listen, let me tell you something. I went through very interesting romantic encounters in my life in the past that had left me feeling very exhausted, anxious, and unsure and insecure about myself. Um, so when I finally decided to start putting the energy into myself and put myself as the first priority and really like treat myself like a prince and like high value, because we are all high value, and we are so valuable. When I started doing that, my life completely transformed. I attracted an incredible romantic partner who treats me just like I treat myself. And I just saw 333. So I feel like this is for some of you that need to hear this. If you're single and you're looking to attract a partner, make sure you love up on yourself like crazy, because we don't want to attract anyone that is not treating you like the princess or prince that you are. It's so fucking important, okay? It is so important. And this reading got me cursing again. I wanted to stop doing that, but I just can't help myself. So it's like you guys are being really like almost forced to just like through this glow up transition is what I'm getting. I'm just seeing that. And also, this is a time where you catch yourself saying things that you truly mean, where in the past, the things that come out of your mouth these days, you would bottle up. You would have bottled up. This time it's different. I'm just getting the sensation in my throat of like things just coming out. Like you're not even thinking, like you just say what's on your mind, and that looks really, really good on you. Okay? Looks incredible on you. So let's continue pulling some cards. Give me one sec. I am just getting that you were surrounded by a lot of mischief, a lot of unclear and exhausting energy, and I feel like you tried giving somebody your all in the past. And I just want to listen, guys, I just want you to know that your intentions were pure and there was nothing wrong with what you were able to give. Meaning that everything that you were able to provide in your relationships in the past was super valuable. It was just the wrong person. And that is why they were unable to receive it, right? It's like you are basically trying to give this, like, I don't know, like this dolphin a 5-star hotel vacation for like a couple of years. But obviously, a dolphin cannot walk out onto land and like enjoy the hotel. Like, okay, this is such a horrible, horrible example, but you get the point, you know? Wrong being. Dolphin, no human, you know? And you could have done anything that dolphin still wouldn't have been able to just hop onto land right quick and start breathing. Like, no, you know? Um, like, it's just not how a dolphin is wired. And I feel like that was you in the past relationship. You tried so hard. You tried so hard. And in the end, you were like, okay, like, I don't even know. Like, how do I do this? You know, how do I make them love me or make them appreciate me? You were trying so hard. But guess what? It just simply did not work because they were the wrong person. And I'm gonna say something that might hurt you, but you were also the wrong person for them, you know? You were not the person that could have given them what they need because they wouldn't listen to you because you were wrong for them, you know? And this applies in friendship and relationships, even in work, like relationship, career stuff. Like, really doesn't matter. You know what I mean? You know, it's different for everyone. But you know what I mean with this. You know, you were trying too hard. Now you're reclaiming your throne. Okay? And I'm also just kind of getting this energy, group number 2, that you are basically like, let me just put the cards here. You are basically waking up to the fact that also you can make mistakes and that you will not be punished by the universe for doing so. I feel like you have so many mistakes overdue. I'm getting the energy of that with the Six of Swords here. It's like maybe you're feeling guilty about something or like lying in a certain situation. I just feel like you might feel like, oh, I did something wrong. And I just want you guys to know that it's okay to make mistakes if you learn from them. And I think group number 2, you guys are the type of people who always learn from their mistakes. So you have nothing to worry about. There's no bad karma coming for you. Like, don't freak out, okay? It's okay to make mistakes, and I think you know that, okay? I think you know that. Like, you've been through so much bullshit and you try to tolerate everyone else's like bullshit sent towards you. And now you're like, I'm so sick and tired of always playing the nice the nice guy, you know? Like, I want to be the bad guy, you know? Like, I don't fucking care anymore. And I'm loving this energy for you, group number 2, because it's important, okay? It's so important to sometimes just accept that you're gonna be the bad guy in someone else's story and there's nothing you can do about it, you know? For me, like, I've had my fair share of deciding to cut people out of my life because I felt disrespected heavily, and that's obviously when I cut people out of my life because I don't want those people around me, you know? But I just know in their head and heart, I'm probably still the villain, but I'm okay with that because I don't care, because you can be the kindest person and the highest, biggest people pleaser, you will still end up hurting somebody accidentally. That is just a part of life. So I need you guys to stop worrying about that, okay? It's okay to be the bad guy. I know maybe what you did was not the greatest thing, but you learned from it. So what is the problem here, you know? And I feel like a lot of you guys were such people pleasers to a point where you would forgive so many horrible behaviors from people, and that is why I need you guys to channel that energy for yourself as well right now. You need to forgive yourself as well. Cut yourself some slack because you've done it for even more horrible people in the past. Okay, so I don't want you walking around like beating yourself up or something, okay? It's okay to make mistakes, okay? And I don't say this lightly, but I'm just saying to you what I'm seeing here. Anyway, guys, let's dive deeper and see what needs to come through. What needs to be heard? Tip number 2. Guys, I feel like it's also important for you to cleanse your sexual energy field, your womb, if you have one, you know. If you are a divine feminine or like your, doesn't matter what body you have. Just know that you should cleanse your sexual energetic field, okay? Because I feel like there's some sexual energy coming up from the past is what I'm getting with Remembrance and the Temptress here. It's like maybe it's resurfacing, or you like there's just this energy I'm getting. Maybe you're still kind of horny for the fuckboy, the scammer fuckboy that I was talking about in the beginning, like it's different for everyone, but it's like, just make sure you cleanse yourself from that energy because it's not worth it, okay? It really is not worth it. Because would you like to have a spicy time for like a night and then be completely like thrown off of your like balance for the following weeks, like really think this through, group number 2, like don't be impulsive, okay? Anyway, I want to see if you're currently with somebody, whether it's a situationship or a relationship. I just want to get the vibes of that right now, okay? Because as I said, this is for everyone, so I'm just gonna look into that right quick because I'm kind of curious. Give me 1 second. Group number 2, if they are in a relationship or with somebody, what needs to come to light? What needs to come to light? What needs to come to light? Ooh. What needs to come? Okay, guys. We have the 11th house here, and I find that very interesting. Can this please focus? Come on, I need you guys to see the artwork because it's very important. Okay, there we go. We have the 11th house, which talks about friends and like, I'm just, connection, and I'm just, how do I say this? I feel like maybe in the past you were in some partnerships that were jealous because you were spending time with your friends, or they were... Let me poll you guys to clarify on this. I'm sorry, I keep having to like pull new cards and stuff, but I'm not gonna apologize. I'm just gonna do it my way, and then I hope you get the message. Give me 1 second. What is this about? Spirit? What is this about? Huh. Okay, for some of you guys, you were in a relationship where it was like somebody told you what bad things they were doing, and it basically kind of exposed their scamming or cheating or whatever, is what I'm getting. And it kind of really disappointed and hurt you a lot, and you're scared of that happening again for some reason. Okay? I'm also getting the energy that, like, guys, I need you to listen very carefully to me now, okay? You cannot allow yourself to be consumed by your partner. You cannot be... Oh god, I'm getting the tingles right now, guys. The message finally makes sense. Ooh. You cannot allow yourself to put your partner on like a pedestal and value their opinion over your own. You cannot ever let that happen again. Or if it's the first time, you cannot let that happen. I see you guys currently, like, if you are in a relation, excuse me, if you are in a relationship or a situationship, it is so important for you guys to know that like, you cannot put your partner on the pedestal, and you cannot value their opinions more than your own. So important, guys, because I feel like... I don't like saying this because it's not the most positive message, but guys, if you're with somebody that is trying to influence you a lot and tell you like, oh, but this doesn't look great on you, you should wear this instead or something, be very, very careful. You need to be very careful because it is so easy to start being controlled by people, especially in romantic endeavors. Like, please don't let it come to this. You need to stand firm, okay? For some of you, maybe this is very heavy, guys, but I'm just gonna tell it how I see it. You know that you're currently in a situationship, or you're dating somebody that's kind of like telling lies or something, or like they're not being sincere, and you know it, and you keep up with this. And this is my gentle reminder to not put up with this and to break free from that. You know, maybe the beginning of the reading is actually about to happen and it hasn't happened yet, you know? It's different for everyone, but like, if you have a weird gut feeling about the person you're seeing right now, it is totally fine to break free, because the universe is abundant and it will always give you the people that you need in your life, you know? So don't be scared of being alone. But I'm just getting this really weird energy, guys, that like there might be someone in your field that is like very up in the air. So they may actually be an air sign, or like, yeah, I feel like they're just like very up in the air, and they're like, they don't want you to... Guys, this sounds so harsh, but I feel like there might actually be somebody in your life that doesn't want you to love yourself. And this sounds so harsh, so I'm just gonna balance it out and pull you guys some more cards. But as I said, I'm just telling you how it is, how I'm seeing it, you know? And if it doesn't resonate, it's not your message, okay? It's like, there are different people tuning into this, obviously, so just know that, okay? But I want to dive a bit deeper, so we're not ending this on a negative note. Okay, what else do we need to hear about this situation? What else do we need to hear about this situation, Spirit? What needs to come through? Okay. Guys, this is very interesting. You are being very much called to speak your truth and live your life authentically and work on your shit, not anyone else. I'm here to de-influence you and tell you that relationships are not the core of your happiness. They can add happiness and value to your life, but they are not at the core of it. You know what is at the core of it? Of happiness and love in life? It is your chosen family. It is your passion. It is yourself. And relationships will always come second. And I feel like you're learning that right now and you need to hear this. And I know this may not be the most positive reading, group number 2, but this is medicine for you guys. I know it is, okay? And it may take a while for you to actually like accept it and put it into practice, but guys, I'm telling you, I feel like you have this vision for your self in the future that you really want to follow. You have this great plan, and maybe you were dealing with the partner that didn't believe in it. Maybe you guys are very spiritual, and your partner was always like, oh, what is she doing with the woo-woo nonsense, you know? And you're like, bitch, this is my passion. Like, I love it. Why are you talking against it, you know? And this is just your friendly reminder that there are people who you can be with that are not spiritual in the slightest bit. For example, my boyfriend, like he's so rooted in reality, it's almost crazy. He don't give a single shit about spiritual stuff, okay? But he respects my craft and he's excited when I post my readings and he's so here for it and he supports me through every step. So a loving partner may not understand you, but they will always support you, okay? Set the bar a bit higher, babes, okay? It is so important. It is so important. Also, if there's something that you've recently been doing to distract yourself, whether it's like smoking a bit too much or like being too much on social media, I need you guys to stop doing that because it's like you need to cleanse your lungs. You need to cleanse your energy field. Okay? Go into the forest, breathe in some deep air, like deep, what's the word? Clean air, you know? Delete social media for one day of the week. Maybe Sunday, just stay off of it, you know, recharge before you bounce back and log in on Monday. Okay? I'm just getting the energy of that. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna pull you guys one final card to see what blessings are coming your way in your romantic life because I know this has been very heavy. But as I said, like I tell it how it is. I should put a big disclaimer on that starting now. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's pull you guys one final card and see what blessing is coming your way. Oh my god. Okay, let's see. What blessing is coming into group number 2's love life? Ooh. Oh my god. Okay, wait. Wait, guys. Okay, guys, listen. I feel like there's something that's about to occur that is gonna change your life up quite a bit because we have the solar eclipse here. Revolution, number 44. So you may be starting to see like a lot of force starting now, leading up to this drastic change. And listen, guys, that change might actually like trigger you in ways where you're like, oh, but I miss what I had in the past. Like it's gonna show you the past and the emotions connected towards it, and you're gonna be like, oh, but I miss them or whatever. Like, why did this have to happen? Blah blah blah. You may go a bit like you may feel a bit like nostalgic about it, is what I'm getting, and you will be like, oh, like it's very hard. I know I'm on the right path, but I'm just like, there's gonna be some emotions from the past conjured up. But guys, I'm telling you, once that happens, I see some really good fortune because we have the card Pot of Fortune increase here. So I'm just getting the energy that like, I feel like for some of you, you're getting a new car or something. And I know this is not romantic, but this could also be like, if you're single and you're like gonna start dating, you may be getting picked up with your car, like with like a car, like a fancy car, going to a fancy dinner or something. Like, I just see you guys increasing from this point and not decreasing. You guys are gonna increase in your glow up, in your finances, and also in your romantic life. And the next person you're gonna be with, or if you're already with that person, no matter the case for you guys, like starting now, through this revolution, this deep inner revolution within yourself, you will start seeing increases in finances, money, serotonin, getting shit done. And like a lot more love, a lot more compliments, a lot of more self love, and a lot of more self respect, voicing your truth, speaking your truth. Like, I'm just seeing so much increasing in things that you have been wanting to get increased, So that's a really huge blessing, group number 2. And I feel like that's all I had to say. So I really hope you enjoyed this. I really hope it wasn't too heavy. It's just what I saw. And I think if it's for you, deep down, you know it. And I say it how it is. As I said, you have nothing to be afraid of, group number 2. I see things increasing in such a beautiful way, And I know it may feel heavy right now, but just know, honey, we are about to lock in, tap in, and start this beautiful revolution within ourselves, okay? Okay, beautiful being, thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know if this resonates. I would love to hear, like, especially from you, group number 2. Like, I would love to hear if this resonated. Let me know. And yeah, I love you so much, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye. Alright, hello group number 3, welcome to your reading. How are you guys feeling? Let's find out what you guys need to hear in terms of your love life, your romance life, and wherever you find yourself currently in your romance life. I know it is a very huge spectrum. So let's just dive right in and see what's popping for you guys. By the way, guys, for some of you, this might resonate with you. Before I hit the record button, I heard that you guys need to start flirting with the universe. Take that as a sign, if you will. So yeah, we're starting off your reading with the 9 of Hearts, fulfillment, harmony, protection. Ooh. We are loving the vibes. We are loving the vibes. Okay. We also have the message, positive news and positive outcome. And we love to see that. And now, thirdly, I don't know why so many cards flew out for you guys, but we have the Moonlight Goddess, repressed emotions, healing, and reflection. So I'm getting for some of you guys who recently reached out to somebody or came back in contact with somebody that hurt you from the past, and it has brought you a lot of clarity. Okay, and you were like, ooh, actually, I'm really glad, like, I cut ties with this person, but I'm really glad, like, that we connected again for a short time, maybe some messaging or something, maybe they apologize. Like, there's something that has been brought to the surface that made you clear the energy. And the dark shadow that has been with you, like that feeling of like this dark energy or like very heavy energy that you were carrying for a long time, has finally been lifted and turned into something light. I can see this group number 3 with this angel standing behind the woman. There's this angel figure, like just standing behind this woman, protecting her. That is you, group number 3. Okay? I love this. For some of you, it is very important for you to like take a cleansing bath, go like have a shower, but like an intentional shower, cleanse you with water is what I'm getting. Also, guys, if this reading is very chill, it is because I haven't had coffee today. I'm trying to quit. So the past 2 readings probably have been more like, oh, hey guys, welcome, blah, 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 but this one is a bit more chill and laid back, and I'm loving the vibe, so I hope you like it too. So You know, if I seem different, that's why. I'm doing amazing, sweetie, but I'm just a bit more zen than usual. Um, so I feel like for some of you guys, you are gonna get like some kind of epiphany when you're doing this water cleansing ritual, is what I'm getting. But you being heavily called to like touch some grass and go back into nature, and because your cup has been a bit more empty recently is what I'm getting, and this angel of yours is just trying to get you like to communicate through you while you're doing this like water ritual, this water cleansing ritual. Maybe you guys are, if you live near a lake or a body of water, go there. Go there, okay? Please go there, sweetheart, because you need that cleansing energy, especially right now. Because sometimes, you know, if you recently went through a rough patch or you were hurt by somebody and you resolved it, you know, it's all fine now, you released it, but you still feel kind of tired, it is very important to load up your cup with healing energy. So go to the forest, go to the lake, hop into the ocean right quick, play mermaids. I don't care what it takes, okay? And also, I just want you guys to know that you're being heavily protected when it comes to your romantic life right now. You must know that I just keep getting this energy of this one angel protecting you. So this angel is really taking good care of you and watching you and making sure to keep an eye on you. So, first of all, you don't do something stupid. And secondly, that you are being protected. Okay? Um, for some of you, you guys are religious or like you are in some kind of like group or like I don't know. This is what I'm getting for some of you. I don't know why. I just felt the need to say that, but very interesting energy, guys. Also, this is for specific few of you who have long hair and you're thinking about cutting it. Hun, do it, okay? Do it, honey. Please cut your hair. Because hair stores a lot of energy. So if you feel like you need a change after this, like more of a heavy time, because I'm really getting like you have just come out of a heavy time. Now everything is starting to make sense and feel light, and you finally release the bullshit. It's beautiful. It's like you're a snake that shed its skin and it's now in its new life chapter. This is what it's giving. If you want to clear the energy even more and if you call to cut your hair, honey, I always say, whenever I hear this question, I say go for it because, first of all, YOLO. And secondly, like hair grows back. It's not that deep. Okay? So I don't know. I just saw you just like maybe if your hair is very long and you are thinking about cutting it, honey, go ahead. I think you have nothing to lose. Okay, but this has been this is coming from somebody who's done everything to his hair, like literally. Like I had very short hair, I had very long hair, I had every single hair color you could ever imagine. From red to pink to blue to purple to green to like black to icy blonde to natural blonde to brunette, like everything, you know? So I just think hair resembles a lot of your current emotional state. So if you feel called to change it up, honey, by all means do so. Okay? I'm here to say that it's alright and you will look gorgeous. Anyway, so now I'm gonna dive into the tarot cards and see what it is that you guys need to hear. In terms of your love life, whether you're single, taken, or in a situationship. What needs to come through for group number 3? What do they need to hear? What do they need to hear? What do they need to hear? Interesting. What do they need to hear? For some of you guys, you are struggling right now in love because we have the 9 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. And I feel like you feel very defensive and you feel like you're carrying way more than you should. And maybe there was somebody, I think there was somebody stressing you out. Like, I don't like that for you, group number 3. I'm sorry that you went through that, okay? Um, I feel like something was really stressing you out in your love life, and you're like, I'm carrying way too much. This has left me feeling very low about myself. And I feel like this may be the situation we talked about in the beginning. But what is important for you to know right now, group number 3, I feel like you need to know that there's somebody that is very certain about you and sure about you, but they may not have your best interest, their best interest towards you. They may not have their best intentions towards you, is what I'm getting. Okay? There may be somebody who's very sure about you and wants to pursue you romantically if you're single, but they may not have the best intentions, is what I'm getting. Okay? Very specific. Let's dive deeper. Let's get a confirmation. Like, who is this person? What's going on? Okay? What's going on, Spirit? Who is this person who doesn't have the best intentions towards group number 3? Who is this person? For some of you guys, this person might be younger than you. I'm just kind of picking up on that energy. Also, another card fell to the ground, but oh, there it is. Okay. For some of you, this person might be younger than you are, whether that's physically or spiritually. But I feel like, guys, I'm just getting the energy because we have the 6th house and South Node. What this constellation and energy is giving me is that this person really lives in a box and they don't like stepping out of that box, and they have this kind of like poor mindset when it comes to life. Okay. And then we also have the fire element, which talks about, desire, passion, and like, ooh, spicy times. So maybe this is somebody that you have recently been hooking up with, or like anything like that. And like spicy times are good and all, but is that a long-term partner? I don't think so. Group number 3, I don't think so, because they're stuck. They are way too focused on the little box they created for themselves. Okay? So is that really what you want in life? I don't think so. I really don't think so. I really feel like, guys, there's somebody here romantically that is in your field. And that like they really want to pursue you, but you kind of know deep down they're not really on your wavelength, is what I'm getting. Because it's like you're this goddess or god, like this Greek goddess or god, and you're like, like you have this very intense, radiating energy, and this person is just kind of like living in their little box, which there's nothing wrong with. They will find their soulmate, but I feel like you guys are definitely not their soulmate, and they're definitely not your soulmate. And I feel like they might think that you are their soulmate, but you kind of know deep down you don't want to join the box. You don't want to join the cage. Even if it's a golden cage, you don't want to join that, This is just a message for you if you are in some kind of situation like that, okay? Let's dive deeper and see what needs to be heard. What needs to come through? What needs to be heard? Okay. Give me 1 minute, guys. Guys, you really you need to learn how to stay balanced during difficult times, is what I'm getting. Because we have some really intense cards here, okay? We have the Five of Pentacles. All right. And then we have the Ten of Swords, which is like, oh, bitch, I'm dead. Like, I am so done. You know, this is the energy that it's giving me. And then we also have Temperance. So what I'm getting from this is like, group number 3, you need to learn how to survive the storms of life and still feel somewhat balanced and not completely drowned. Because I feel like in the past you may have felt like always very heavy and like very easily swept away. And Spirit is telling you that it is super important for you guys to obtain a certain level of balance. Okay? So you guys are being called heavily. Oh, I'm sorry. My camera just moved. You're being called heavily to do yoga in the morning. Okay, because I see that in the card here. Do your stretches every morning, guys. You need to have a proper morning routine to start the day and combat everything that comes your way. Okay? You need to, like. Oh, why is this shit not focusing? Come on. Okay. You need to have this really, like, set in stone morning routine. I see that for you guys. And I also see you guys doing some research, like maybe cooking some new recipes or like having a food blog. For some of you, you might be interested in like pursuing that. Go for it. Or you guys are reading a lot, like on some kind of food blog and recipes. Okay? I see some of you guys doing that. I don't know. For some of you guys, you are turning your like head more towards the sweet treats, okay? And Spirit is telling you, honey, that is amazing and it is healthy if there's balance. And just make sure to eat more balance is what I'm getting, okay? Um Also, did you guys know, I recently heard this? Also, guys, I'm obviously not a health professionalist, so like this does not take the place of that. Always like see a doctor. I just had to give that disclaimer. But I recently learned that if you drink cold water, it's basically kind of like fueling your anxiety. So I kind of started stepping away from like iced coffee and stuff because I love that shit so much, especially during summer. Ah, it hurts. But I recently learned that it can kind of fuel your anxiety for some reason because your body will have like um, a bit of a more like harder time to come back to the natural temperature or something like yeah. So step away from the iced coffee, guys, and replace it with like lukewarm coffee or like whatever or normal coffee. Also, guys, the sun is just luring out for you. Just out of the deck, I just saw that. I was like, ooh, what's happening? Guys, I feel like for some of you, you have two best friends, and or you are about to meet or make two new best friends, and it's gonna form like a little group of three, you know? It's like Cleo, Ricky, and Emma from H2O is what I'm getting. That's beautiful. Oh, do you guys know Good Girls? It's like this show about like the moms who basically like money wash and like do some like illegal shit. But they're like pretty iconic and they like, you know, stick together at all times. It's just like, I don't know. I just saw that. This is beautiful, especially if you've been feeling lonely. Just know that there's friendship on the way for you. Group number 3, okay? Anyway, let's dive deeper. I want to know, guys, if you are in a relationship, okay? Because this has been pretty much based on, you know, in like if you're single or like in a situationship or whatever. I want to see like if you are in a relationship, what you need to hear, okay? Because this is for everyone. So give me 1 second. Group number 3, if they are in a relationship, what needs to come through? What needs to come through for the people that are okay. All right. group number 3, if you are in a relationship, I see that for some of you guys, you have been going through a rough patch and you feel like there's no spark. And you're trying a bit hard to recreate the spark again. We have the 5 of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords. And I see there has been an attempt, like from both sides kind of, but specifically from you to get the spark back. But it feels like it's not working. And you feel a bit hopeless right now, and it's like, how do we get the spark back? You know, it's not like it used to be. Maybe you guys have been married for a long time and you just feel like there's no love right now. What is important for you guys to know, group number 3, is that it is so important to basically like balance that giving and receiving of the relationship. So I just want you guys to know not everything falls down back on you. It's not your fault. Things like that can be very natural, okay? But I see for your relationship specifically, if you have been in one and like there's no no spark, I just feel like for you it's very important to like regain it through basically like giving and receiving. Like you guys need to put in effort into like just trying new things and giving and receiving, you know? You guys are also like meant to know that you should embrace yourself with your fashion as of right now. It's very like you're being called to maybe like wear things that you usually wouldn't wear, and your partner might be like, what's the occasion? You're like, honey, there is no occasion. Like the occasion is being alive, you know? I feel like you need to start doing some like exciting things yourself first, okay? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull you guys some more, so we're gonna see what else needs to come through. What's the tea? How can I fix this? How can I get the spark back? If it's possible. Like give me the tea. And guys, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything, okay? So if you don't want to hear the truth of it, like just don't listen. Like I'm very like upfront with things, so I'm just gonna tell it how it is, okay? Just a disclaimer. Okay. What needs to come through? What's the truth of the situation? Okay. Guys, you need to travel. You need to travel, preferably by yourself. Somebody in this connection has to like go and have some distance, is what I'm getting. While the other maybe remains at home and focuses on their well-being. I'm just getting that it would be so beneficial for you, group number 3, to go with the flow, go with the wind, go solo travel, is what I'm picking up on. Go do things yourself. You guys need some distance, okay? I feel like that is when the spark will return. But also, I think for you, group number 3, deep down, you will know if this has a chance of playing out positively and getting the balance back, you know, the relationship, or if it doesn't have the chance to do so. All right? So if your heart has already known for a long time that there's no way of getting that spark back, and there's no way of like living a happy marriage or relationship again, then that's okay, that's natural, you know? But I'm not gonna sit here and tell you if that is the case for you, because I just feel like that is not my place to tell you right now. But for what I'm seeing, for what it's worth, guys, we have the Lovers here. I see for a lot of you, things are gonna balance out. I can just see that, okay? But you will know yourself. No tarot reading can tell you that. But with this energy, I'm just seeing balance, spark, starry sky energy being restored. But you need to spend some time by yourself. You need to spend some time with yourself somewhere, go on vacation. Like, I just see this beautiful, like, energy for you guys. It's like you spend more time with yourself. maybe you distance yourself a bit. You focus on your, I don't know, like, cooking recipes or like a food blog or some kind of blog. I'm seeing that for you, like working on your own creation that's going to spark a lot of inspiration within you, and that's going to bring your own personal spark back first, because that is more important. No relationship is more important than the relationship you have with yourself, and you need that self spark the most, honey, okay? It's so important. And I see that being returned when you travel, when you try new things, when you go to a pottery class, when you go to a painting class, when you go to a music class, when you, like, I don't know, if you're religious, if you're like Christian or something, you go to church, you find like a church group or something, or if you're a witch, you find your witchy friends. Like, your spark needs to come back first, group number 3, okay? That is how the relationship is going to be fixed, okay? And then at that point, it really doesn't matter if it's meant to stay or meant to go, because you will have the spark back within yourself. And let me tell you secret, that spark within yourself is the only thing you have really been trying to get back, you know? That's the spark you need. And then time will tell if the relationship spark will come back again. But I think, if I'm gonna be so bold, if I may be so bold, I think it is. I just see some beautiful changes within your relationship life, some sparks being lit, some. You just, guys, you're gonna feel like you're surrounded by stars, you know? And it all starts within you. Don't be afraid to take your distance, okay? Because that is also what makes a healthy relationship. Don't be afraid to take some distance from your partner and find yourself again. All right? It's so needed right now. Don't be scared. Don't be scared of doing things yourself and focusing on what you want to do right now, or like traveling or like anything like that. Because if it's meant to be, you guys will come back 10 times stronger. But right now, you are being called to indulge in the personal sweetness of your life, and focus on your. I'm getting branding. Focus on your branding, especially if you're like your own boss, you're self employed, you have your own business. Focus on branding, because that is going to be like very like abundant, because I'm seeing a lot of green surrounding your business if you guys are self employed. Focus on grounding yourself, connecting with nature. Maybe if you guys live in a city, go somewhere that's more quiet. Talk to the moon. Go with the moon phases. Okay? Manifest with the moon phases. Really put all of your energy back into yourself. It is so important right now, group number 3. I'm telling you, please, 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 if there's one thing you take from this reading, you take away from this reading, it's like investing in yourself and coming back home to yourself. I see that strongly, and that is when the spark will return, okay? Not only just in your relationship life, but in your whole fucking life. Like, it all starts within you. So pack your bags, go somewhere nice, have the time of your life, get to know yourself again, connect with yourself. And then I can tell you, like, there's gonna be beautiful comeback for you, okay? But anyway, group number 3, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know if this resonates. I would love to know. And I love you so much. Thank you for being here, truly. And I will see you in my next reading. Goodbye.